absolutely loves it at the moment. And you guys, I mean, you're all pretty active on there, and we'll find out whether you really enjoy it or not. But I mean, just for starters, you're all on there. Do you actually enjoy the act of having your own channels, being able to post stuff, having such a good following? Do you enjoy it, or is it a bit of a chore for you? Start with you, Jem.
Honestly speaking, I do enjoy social media. Like I love, being on social media. So yeah,
Hmm.
actually I really don't mind it. And as long why are you laughing?
Because
Because
you love
you're
to
agreeing
talk.
you're
That's
enjoying
why.
social media, so I was like, yeah, true.
Social media queen.
Yeah, so and I mean it's just like what I am off the field. I just like to do the same thing on social media. So yeah, so I really like it. But always there are advantages and disadvantages of social media. You can reach out to many people. So many people get their income and so many things through social media. But at the same time, it's also important that you have control over it. Don't get too addicted to it because it can sometimes lead like a lot of distractions are there over there. And also like there's a lot of comparison. Like you end up comparing, okay, this person is doing this person is doing this, what am I doing this? So that can get a lot of uh, like anxieties or so many other things, so insecurities. So I think it's important you have a control over that, but as long as you're using it for the right purpose and using it with that control, I think it's good.
Mm.
Right.
Smriti,
I love, I like his
Smriti,
accent.
Smriti Didi.
Well, I'm not much of a social media person. Like, just to even post a photo, I think Jamie will text me and call me. Like, you have not posted something for a long time. So, but yeah, like it gets addictive at sometimes. And then, when you're on Instagram or Twitter and you start reading stuff, you don't know like when half an hour passed and 1 hour. So I just get irritated and delete it and just for like few days, get over it because, when it's there in your mobile, you keep going there. So, but yeah, as Jemmy said, I think a lot of advantages as well. Like actually the fans can connect to us through social media. Otherwise, they just see us on the field and they don't know much about our personality. So they can with our social media handles, they'll get to know us better because that's where we post our like daily photos or whatever photos which we find good. So and yeah, as I think I completely agree with Jimmy. And just sometimes when we are on tour and we're not scoring, I
Mm,
think those are the times when social
we
media
avoid
can
it.
get a bit difficult. Yeah, like just to go on Instagram and Twitter is a like I think it's a task. Like it's a big task if you've not scored for 2 or 3 matches and just to open it, I think it's I really get scared. Like it's just so that's why I just delete it off if we are playing a World
Mm.
Cup or something so that it's I don't go on it and stop. I read something. It doesn't affect us, but however how much also you
Somewhere,
say that
yeah,
it doesn't affect us, somewhere at the back of our mind it will
extremely.
always be there. So
Oh,
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
makes me feel a little bit
Yeah.
sick just to think about it. I
Even
feel like
for me, like when I'm on tour and all, I actually uninstall uh, Instagram and Twitter. Like whatever I have to post and all that, I'll send it to my manager to post it. So so that I just don't get distracted or just don't read stuff, because as Smriti says, somewhere down the line it will just stick to your head. You don't won't even realize it, and you'll unnecessarily get distracted. So just I just like to be in that good headspace and just do what I what's going to help me and what's going to help me to get better.
And with Jemmy it's very important because any person tells her anything she takes it very seriously. It can be anyone.
Yeah. That's true.
oh, it
Yeah.
must be so tough. Like JP, for you, obviously you've panned your whole career, so you've had social media. You've now come out the other
Mm.
side. As you reflect on social media, did you enjoy it? Are you now relieved as a non-player that the spotlight's off a little bit?
Yeah, I think there is a bit of relief with knowing that you can go there freely. You know, and on what Jim and Smithy are talking about around, you can feel and sense when you actually just need to stay away, particularly around games and when you're not playing well, particularly. But the adverse to that is, and this is where I feel it's a challenge for players, is you kind of soak up the praise when it's going well, or not. You soak it up. You can soak it up. So I think you need to be very careful, just wanting to go there for the praise because it kind of builds you up, but then there's like this heavy drop when something doesn't go well. So, for instance, if there's 50 good posts, let's say when you're not playing well, and say unlucky Jamie, keep going, but then there's one there, that's the one that's going to stick in your mind. Yeah. But I find that is because we're so fixated at times, and I was guilty of this many times, because you go and look for that praise, like it builds up your ego and your pride. So those are the kind of lessons that I got out of it. But also what I found is, when you post something on Instagram, and it can be fun, it can be, let's say a sponsored post or whatever it may be, there's always this urge just to go and like, let's see what people have to say. You know what I mean? That can be such a dangerous thing, because you're seeking praise, you're seeking this affirmation from people, and that can be a negative thing. And you make mention of the positive impact that it has. 100%. I mean, you can impact people in a major way by the language you use, the things you post, the encouragement. So it has those positive vibes to it. It's just that we need to be very aware of what it can do for us. So yeah, I mean, looking back at it now, I've kind of been through this up and down roller coaster, but I'm happy that it's like kind of behind me now with all the negative posts, and hopefully I don't get into something that exposes me again.
Keep a low profile, JP.
Keep a low profile, yeah.
Stay down, man. Stay down. But I mean, like looking at, Jemmy, the amount of followers you've got since the World Cup, it's gone like crazy. Obviously, Smitty, you're over like 2 million now, and JP, you've had 1 million over Twitter for a long time. How do you not, JP used the word pride, how do you not look at that? How do you stop yourself from getting full of yourself and thinking, oh, I'm such a good cricketer, when you've got so many people who want to meet you, love you, want to marry you? JP, they don't want to marry you, but they
thank you. I'm
these
married,
people
thank
adore.
You. I am married. Thank you.
You've got a lot of followers in India, so you can do that. But you've got so many people who adore you. How do you stay humble when you must look at that and go, cool, I've got millions of people who love me? Go on, Jem.
I think for me, it is something that my mother and my father have always taught me from a very young age. They were like, no matter like where you go, what you'll become, and I'll always remember from where you've started. And they've always told me, to remain humble. And I think so that stuck with me from a long time. They've also said, there'll be a lot of things in the future, there'll be spotlight and everything, but never forget these values. And I think so that's the most important thing. And also, realizing that, what you have become today is not just you. It's so many people involved. This is what, again, my parents have taught me. They're like, first thing that, you're doing so well and, you're at such a level. First thing is because of God. He has given you the talents. He's given you the abilities. Secondly, it's also because of the people around you that has helped you to get to a particular level. It will be your parents, your brothers. So many people throughout your life have come in at the right time and, just given you that boost or that motivation or something you needed at that moment. So, you can never take that, that pride, okay, that I have made myself, or I have become like that. So I think it's just, just that realization of that, what my parents have taught me, that always, whenever there are times, you're actually tempted to, be proud about it and all, but, just when you just pull back and just realize, no, wait, it's not just me, it's so many people also around me and so many other things. So I think, that's what helps me stay humble. And my mom and dad also told me that people are going to respect you more for the person you are than what you do. So yeah, I think it's that for me.
Smriti, that's going to be a hard one to beat, eh?
What Jem said.
What Jem said.
No, I think the followers which we have are gonna go up and down, like like in the way you perform. So like today people are appreciating you. So and sometimes you're gonna get criticism as well. But I think what is important for me is like the people who are around me. Like I have like 5 or 6 very good friends, school friends, and my family.
Am I a part of it?
School friends, I said.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah. So these are the people, and of course our teammates. Like yeah, these are the people who actually matter to us. Like and what their opinion is. Like if they think of like if I have batted well, and if my dad says that or dad or like someone who's around me who said that okay I've batted well, that means I feel like okay I've batted well. I can't like read a comment on social media and feel that okay I've batted really well. So yeah, so those things, and I think cricket is a great leveler. So if you actually think of yourself like something, next two matches it shows you that your cricket is much bigger than any player. So yeah, that way I think that all those things are just there. It doesn't make us or break us. So those are the things which I think is important as a cricketer, but I don't think is the most important thing. Those are like one of the important things. So I think if every like I have understood that from a long time. So especially like I think the last 4 years, I think we've got a major spike in women's cricket. So that was some very new for us initially. But then like after 3 months, we understood that okay, at the end we have to play cricket and play good cricket. So yeah, I think.
So I think it kind of ties into, the next point that I wanted to raise was, you have all this following, and there's definitely a certain responsibility that comes with that, and the best way to describe that would be a role model. And even though you're 19 and 23, you're pretty young. I'm over the hill now. um, but it's a real important, and this is what I found, particularly in the late part of my career, and it's such a great way and time to kind of share these experiences with players that are just kind of coming through. Is that, do you really acknowledge and understand the responsibility of that role model in hashtag? How do you grasp that? Yeah.
Me? I think, uh, as you said, it's more than a pressure, it's a responsibility. And, that's what actually cricket has also taught us. So many other things, like apart from, going out there and doing well, it's also how we show ourselves, what kind of things we show, because, there are always so many people looking up to us and wanting to become like us. So, it's important that we set the right standards and, we show them the right thing that, will help them develop and help them grow. So I think, yeah, for me, it's, more of a responsibility, and it has actually taught me, to be more disciplined in my life and, more aware of, what I'm going to do, and, helped me shape my character too, because that has actually helped me shape my character in the sense, because, how I behave, as I said, is you know, going to show so many other people, okay, like they'll be like, okay, if Jemmy can do this, then we can do this. So I have to make sure that I'm always showing them the right thing so that they'll also go on the right path. So yeah.
Sure.
I think being role model is, as Jamie said, it's like a responsibility, and like more than the people who are following us, like if the parents be like, I want my daughter to be like Smriti, I think that's a win situation. Like being a good role model, because a parent always wants their kids to be the good people. I think more than the cricketers, it's really important to show that you're a good person. Not show that, like you have to come out as a good person, because I think people more than cricket I think would want to follow a good person, and then cricket is always there. So I think it's very important, and especially like at the moment where women's sport is in India, if we can even like motivate, say, 5 to 10,000 women to take up sports, I think that's a very good thing which we'll be able to do. And I think this Indian team, women's team, they have done it brilliantly. So they have been amazing role models for a lot of like next two generations to pick up a bat or ball and start playing cricket. So and yeah, and otherwise I think, as I said, I think it's really important for you to be a good person out there, and so that people would want to follow that, and just not like be like, okay, she's showing this style, I want to follow the style. They should want to follow the um, like how we are treating people, how we are respecting people. I think those are the really important things which everyone should try to follow from, like people who you look up to rather than their style.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah. So how would you, if you had to sum it up and So if somebody was listening to you right now and you gave them some advice with regards to social media, what would you say, Smriti?
Advice in the sense of social media.
Yeah, in terms of social media, and they've got their own account, they've got a big following, or they're growing in their following. What advice would you like to give them?
I would just say that show the true side of yours on social media and just not, fake it on social media, and show that it's you're living a big life or a huge life, because people are gonna follow that. Just show that, what you do in normal life, all those small little things which has made you why people are following you, rather than showing it after life, like, what after success, what you have got. So I think those are really important things, because if a person is following you, they should understand that, like, how you've got to a place, not just, the life which you have later on, okay, or you're going out in cars and all that. I think all those things are like just for style or all that stuff, but I think it's really important to show people your true side of how you are as a person, or how you've grown to be that person. So, and
Yeah.
yeah, that will be really important for anyone who's following, and that would be like, I always tell Jemmy also, like, whenever we are posting, I always say that there's so many people who are going to look up to the post, and maybe, there'll be 10 or 15 people also who would like to copy that thing. So I don't want to I want to make sure that 15 people also don't copy the wrong thing. So that you have to be very careful of.